Let's go, Tennessee fans. I wanted to start with this rep because I understand it's not the first rep, but Norman Lott is a very interesting DT. I loved watching him on tape. He gets a one-on-one right here out of the 3-tech, and this is just called bullying a guy. So you throw him off of him. That's a nasty bull rush, and then you find the quarterback. Look, a little swim mixed in there as well, and then you jump on him before he can actually get through here. Man, that is gross stuff with Pierce not even on the field. You know, so much was made about the Tennessee secondary. Can they hold up versus NC State's solid receivers? Okay, so you get a double on what looks to be Pierce here, and Norman Lott is still creating pressure. The other guys helped create pressure as well. This ball becomes a wobbler, and this is really good stuff from the Tennessee DB to get his hand on it. That's elite defense. All right, here we go. It's 3rd and 3, and man, this is really good quarterbacking from Nico. It's just bad execution, right? You just like this one-on-one here with Brew McCoy, and that's pretty much who you want, right? The Oregon transfer, what's his name, Thompson, is also a guy, or Thornton, excuse me, that you also want to target on these go balls. And Nico's getting ready to get crushed here, and he still gets this off, and it is just a little bit off. I did like the fact that he was able to sit in there, okay? Just barely missed Brew McCoy for a huge one. This is just nasty. I mean, Josh Heupel's a cheat code, man. So you draw so much attention here to these wide splits. So you're showing that this could be a screen out here, but you're actually cutting the screen to the tight end, okay? So this linebacker's flowing to the running back, and these DTs are releasing upfield. God, it's just such a sexy play design. 10 has no shot, and this is just a big gain on first, right? And it's just another thing that the defense has to worry about, right? Good stuff. 3rd and 14, and my favorite thing to do on 3rd down in this portion of the field is run, right? Just hand it off, or do this, which is basically a handoff, but even better, right? These DTs and defensive linemen take themselves out of the play, and guess what? You're running underneath this, okay? And this is just elite stuff right here by Dylan Sampson. Houdini stuff. How in the heck did he get out of this, man? God bless. This is ridiculous. And he's able to squeeze. Man, this is interesting, okay? He stops and then decides what his next move is going to be. And you see how he dips that shoulder, squeezes right through there. I almost thought for a second he was going to break through that. Then you get to here, okay? You always just think Tennessee pass game. That's what you got to worry about. It's a run game, man. It's a run game. And this time, see, NC State actually has numbers here, right? They should feel pretty good about where they are on this run fit. And, well, they don't do a good job fitting it. And the blocking is just absolutely perfect. And Sampson pretty much walks in here. Excellent drive for Dylan. So we move ahead here to this Nico interception. And, this is just a bad throw. I mean, there's the only thing pretty much that went wrong tonight for Tennessee was this play. I mean, the bottom line, and we'll talk about this throughout, Tennessee is just an incredible football team this year. I understand NC State might have been overvalued, especially with them, barely passing by Western Carolina, who got blown out by a bad Arkansas team last year. Man, it's just a bad throw. God bless NC State fans. You're going to be so sick when you watch this play, okay? You get exactly what you want, okay? They're running mesh rail, all right? Probably the most common 3rd and 5 concept that is out there, okay? You get exactly what you want. Your best receiver right here, all you got to do is lead him, and he could potentially score, and instead you roll out to the left, and you try and run this yourself, which is, this isn't Coastal Carolina anymore, right? And he's not able to pick it up. All right, move ahead here. This is just an unfreaking believably beautiful throw right here from Nico, okay? Man, this is just really freaking good stuff. He starts off looking right, works back to the left, and he moves in this pocket. Look at this, man. Look at this pocket movement. It still is a good pocket. It's not anything truly incredible, but, man, just a really good base. Feet aligned. I mean, it's tough to see without the end zone angle, but Squirrel White is somewhere down there, And look at where he throws this football. Bang, okay? At an angle away from the DB. Obviously, you would like it to be a little bit more in line so he can run after the catch, but still, good throw, good catch. All right, so we get to here. This is actually really good football IQ from Nico. Right when you see this guy's coming off the edge, you want to throw this out, especially with the leverage advantage you have here. So play action fake. Lance Hurd is having a really good season up to this point. You just can't protect that unblocked guy, and he's able to deflect it, and it forces this ball to go out wide. All right, this is a play. Okay, Grayson McCall last year played in a very popcorny kind of offense, okay? And, well, he overshoots him, all right? And what's funny about this is there was a guy streaking into the end zone right here, okay? So Tennessee gets lucky. This is a legit 14-point swing. If you hit the go, you're never throwing the go. It's supposed to go to Jolly, the tight end. And the big play was making him miss. Okay, that was absolutely positively huge. If you're McCall, you got to do whatever it takes to slow him down. And that is an excellent block right there by 11. Getting a really good athlete all the way to the ground, and you're walking into the end zone for a tutty. You'll see it right here. Play action fake. You're trying to hit the split zone. You're never throwing the go, right? You're never throwing the go. For some reason, it was there. Now, it would have been bang-bang because the safety would have been there, and he wouldn't have been able to get it there. So it's not quite a touchdown. But, man, this is a good job right here by 19 on the edge to make this difficult, okay? God, it's just really good stuff, man. Just being active. Good stuff. And we're going the other way. Defensive play of the game. Tennessee fans, let me know who number 21 is. I keep forgetting his name. I love DTs who hustle, especially those that are 340 gazillion pounds. This is one hell of a football play. And this is a sign of a defensive line coach that gets a lot out of his players, okay? There are so many nose tackles, space eaters that are not chasing this down from behind. But he's right there to hustle this and make really a big play here, okay? If I'm NC State, I would have thought about going for it here, but they decided not to, and they punted away. All right, so we move ahead here. Tennessee got a few good runs with Dylan Sampson. Man, honestly, this was not the cleanest execution. You don't want this guy knifing through here, okay? You're still able to get through this, and they lose contain. I don't know how they lost contain that poorly there. That's a good job by Squirrel White blocking down the field, and you get a nice gain here on first. Love this call right here on 3rd and 13, okay? You only have one timeout left. Just run it up the middle and just get the for sure field goal, right? Nico's already thrown a pick, so let's just go on ahead, add to this lead, and that's exactly what they decide to do, right? Field goal is very valuable here. To make it a 7 to 10 point game is not really that big of a deal. To go from 14 to 17, though, makes it a 3-possession game. It's pretty big. 3rd down, man. NC State's going to be killing themselves for letting Squirrel White on a split zone get this open. Selling out to stop Dylan Sampson. Oh, man. I would prefer to lose letting Dylan Sampson run than allowing a guy who runs a legit sub 4.4 get that football in this much space. It is so hard to catch Squirrel White. Get out of bounds, I'll take the hit. I love this decision. This was the best call of the game from Heupel and one of the better coaching decisions. So many coaches stupidly kick the field goal here. You already have 3 possessions. That's why you kicked the field goal at the end of the first half, right? So go for it, right? Make it a 4-possession game, and that's exactly what they decide to do. Zone read pull right here. God, this is, man, look at Lance Hurd, right? So for those who don't know, I have an LSU background, and I've interviewed Lance before. Guy is an incredible athlete. Look at him jack this guy up. The only thing that he struggles with is his finish, right? He can get a little leany at times, but he did enough right there to open a gaping hole for Nico to sneak through right here on this 4th and 3. He picks it up, makes another guy miss, and falls forward for a huge gain while taking a big hit. All right, so we get to the Nico touchdown pass. And I'll be honest, up to this point in the season, I don't really think Nico's really done anything spectacular. Now, he's had some absolutely unreal, otherworldly throws, but teams are just getting so viciously out-schemed by Josh Heupel. I mean, it is getting gross, right? This is what he does to teams. He breaks your freaking brain. I mean, that's just a simple tight end leak. And every team does this, right? We've done so many deep dives, not only here, but on my NFL channel. The issue is the sequencing of it, right? You're showing play action, you're showing zone read, you got a guy line up. I mean, it's just so much stuff that you have to account for. And that's what makes Heupel so great. It's not necessarily the offense. Ask anyone that knows real film. I'm not a coach or anything. It's the sequencing of it that makes it really, really difficult. And on top of Tennessee playing really good special teams, I mean, this is why you see Tennessee blow a lot of freaking teams out. And you've seen throughout the Heupel tenure them blow out a lot of really solid teams, even early in the season when you don't think your team would be clicking on all cylinders. So, that'll do it for me. I mean, Josh Heupel is the real freaking deal. And I am not sure at this point how many SEC coaches I'm taking over him at this point, right? Obviously Kirby's on a completely different level than everyone else, but a lot of that is also program related. I think even Kirby will tell you that. What Josh is squeezing out of the orange, that was such a terrible pun, is simply sensational. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Don't forget, please drop a Venmo, Cash App, Super Chat. These are really hard to do in short periods of time, and I hope you enjoy it. Look at the energy, man. I freaking love this guy. I just do, man. I just do. Okay? Floating in your face, some Arkansas, LSU, some other SEC film studies. Make sure you check it out, okay? It is Power Hour SEC. Boom!